So you hear about it in China or India, but is it really a problem here in the United States? I'm talking about women choosing to end their pregnancies based on whether the baby is a boy or a girl. Yesterday on Capitol Hill, a bill before the House sought to ban abortions based only on the unborn baby's gender. More often than not, girls rejected by parents who prefer baby boys. The bill, if made into law, would have punished doctors, fined abortion clinics, and even thrown abortion providers in prison. The bill needed a 2/3 vote in the House. It failed. But I did talk with the congressman who sponsored it. His name is Trent Franks. He's a Republican from Arizona. His work to push through this bill has been criticized as an election year distraction.
From my perspective, this discussion goes to the heart of who we really are as Americans. You know, the whole founding principle of our country is that we held certain truths to be self-evident, and that the most transcendent of those truths is the worth and value of innocent human life. Mm-hmm. And that's why we have an economy. That's why we have a military apparatus. That's why we have social policy. That's why we have government, is to protect those who can't defend their own rights at times. Otherwise, we just kind of fall into anarchy. So I know that we've, as a people and even as a government, certainly have gotten so tangled up in the election politics of it all that sometimes the issues get lost. But I truly believe that the most important thing we can do as Americans is to remind ourselves that the protection of the innocent and the protection of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is really the foundational purpose of government, and it's a foundational concept of America.
Congressman, I want you to listen to Democratic Congresswoman Barbara Lee.
Of course, we are opposed to sex selection based on gender. That's not what this is about. This is about women's health care and gender discrimination. This is a continuation of the war on women. And if this bill passes, it would forever change the doctor-patient relationship as we know it.
All right, and then I also want to play, here's what the number 2 Democrat had to say about this. Steny Hoyer had to say this: nobody that I've ever talked to is for abortions for the purposes of gender selection, period. I think it's come up because somebody decided politically that it was a difficult place to put people in, which really goes to my first question, because they're saying that this is sort of setting up a straw man of forcing Democrats to vote against a ban on a problem that doesn't really exist. And it is a backdoor way of restricting abortion. What do you say to that?
Well, the truth is there is a war on women, as it were, but it's a war on unborn women in this world, really. Between 100 and 200 million missing little baby girls is a reality because of sex selection abortion.
Now, I understand that, but that is not, it doesn't appear to be a problem in the United States. That's the issue. It may be a problem in some Asian countries.
It's a growing problem. It's a growing problem in the United States. You know, in China, the "it's a girl" are pretty much the most dangerous words in China, and I don't want that to happen here. Thousands of little girls in America have been dismembered simply because they're little girls, and that's the truth. That's the University of Berkeley studies, the University of Connecticut studies. These are not right-wing conspiracy organizations. They're not even my alma maters. So the truth is there is clearly a problem that is coming in America more and more, and I think that if people really are suggesting that they're against sex selection abortion, then why are we the only advanced nation in the world that doesn't have laws restricting it?
Republican Congressman Trent Franks, he sponsored a bill that would have outlawed so-called gender-specific abortions nationwide. 4 states have laws banning them, including Franks' home state of Arizona.